Thoughts and prayers are going to get a lot of ribbing in the next couple days. And with the horrible shootings in El Paso and Denton, I can see why. It's understandable when it seems like the Christian church and people of faith around the world only lift up thoughts and prayers without taking action. There's a simple little book in the New Testament. It's called James, and it says this: to see the good that you ought to do and fail to do it, this is sin. One of my favorite verses. To see the good that you ought to do and fail to do it, this is sin. You want to know what sin is in life? It's to see the good that you ought to do and then to fail to do it. Now imagine you come to the end of your life and what's scrolled before you is all the good that you were created to do, and all the times you neglected to do it. And that's marked out as your path of sin. You see, when people say, yeah, my thoughts and prayers are with the people of El Paso, or my thoughts and prayers are with the people of Denton today, and especially with the families who have lost loved ones, these are just the seeds of action. When thoughts and prayers are left right there without love and action, they're nothing. They're called, in the Bible, this is what the Bible calls them, faith without works. And it says this: faith without works is dead. And so for us to have thoughts and prayers, it's just the first step. Because then we need to have works. They're just, thoughts and prayers are just the seeds for our actions, because to see the good that we ought to do and fail to do it, this is sin. And on a day like today, where in less than 24 hours, nearly 30 people were killed and dozens of people were shot, and so many families are living at the edge of this angry white terrorism that's sweeping across America, because no one's willing to stand up and say racism is wrong. This hatred is wrong. Thoughts and prayers aren't enough in that moment. It's important for us to say, yeah, my thoughts and prayers are there, but I also understand that I see the good that I ought to do, and to fail to do it, this is sin. And I'm willing to do the good that I can do in my world today. Because I understand that faith without works is dead. What's the good that you can do in your world today? You can love someone. You can love someone outside your sphere of influence. You can love someone of another race intentionally. I saw a t-shirt that's for sale this morning already that said it's time to make racism wrong again. You can buy that t-shirt. You can have one printed up yourself and say, you know what, I am absolutely 100% opposed to this racism. You can stand up and you can say, for me and my house, we're serving God. And these thoughts and prayers that we have in our hearts as families are broken and people are devastated are going to be followed up with love and action, because we understand that faith without works is dead, and that for us to see the good that we ought to do and to fail to do it, well, this is sin. And we don't want to be living that kind of life. Today, if you want to be the miracle, today, if you want to step up and be part of the change that's needed, not just in America, but in the world today, and in your family, and my family, and across our communities, so that this heinous white terrorism can come to an end, we need to stand up and we need to put love in action. We need to stand up and we need to say, we see the good that we ought to do, and we're ready to do it. We need to be willing to say, yeah, we have our thoughts there, we have our prayers there, but we understand that that's just planting seeds. And we're ready to also have our hopes, our dreams, our hearts, and our work in the middle of this community, doing the good that we ought to do. Hey, together you and me can be the miracle. It can start today, and if ever there was a time miracles mattered, If ever there was a time people needed a miracle, it's this weekend. Be the miracle. You and me, let's be the miracle. God bless you. Have a great day.